Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I'm a huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude and his cleverness around the pitch. He has the potential to excel in all positions across that front line. But I'd personally like to see him as part of a front three. I think he operates best in that area.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And this is Torres. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's found a way through. Oh, nice touch. Kovacic defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a pretty loose pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Forwards and with intent. He is through here. Saka. He tried running through him, but he was not having it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Foden. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Knocks it out wide. Great vision. It's a promising position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now there's a fine ball. Torres! Goal! Manchester United! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Not the most accurate pass. Looking to play him in. And he was quick to react. Manchester United leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Spence picks it up out wide. Oh, this looks sharp. No way through. That's the end of the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Manchester United looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. The second period is underway. Manchester United leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Rodri gets across to intercept that. Park Ji-sung.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he cuts out the supply. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Manchester United come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Looking for options for movement. Grealish in acres of space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, that's neat. Cross into the box. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rodri. And it's Rice. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, it's come loose. Ødegaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Rodri. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's being urged to shoot. Now it's Haaland. Rodri does well to get it back. De Bruyne. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Shevchenko. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Now it's Haaland. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, that has not gone well. Ødegaard receives it in a good position here. And he can clear it away.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And there goes the final whistle. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result-wise. This is a game they want.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. David Villa, Jim, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to move.
David Villa! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Thuram. Nice-looking ball. Grimaldo can get it clear. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Dembele. Oh, he's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Thuram. And he's only too happy to take that back. Looking for the run. He's got away. Pau Kubasi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, there's a probing ball. Griezmann showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Yamal. Raul receives it in a good position here. David Villa has the space to scheme. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. France really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Vermin. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. This is a promising build-up. Grimaldo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Grimaldo scooting forward. Now it's Yamal. Now that's well seen too. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Yamal. Conte. Thuram. Floated through. Grimaldo. Can he get it through? And no, that was never going to make it. Raul just eases him off the ball. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. France go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. That gets us going once more.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Mbappe. Koundé gets over and intercepts. He'll try to keep this alive. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And the shot! Of course! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We're looking at a different game now. Great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
France with the corner. They're first. Rodri is there to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that is well cleared. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Chouameni. He's had a shot! Well, what about it? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. And he's going to have his name taken. So we have movement on both benches. Fabian Ruiz. And he's managed to get free. Great ball, and he's on the finish! Goal, France! And the comeback is complete. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
France have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, super chance for a shot! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So again, we have parity.
Such a big goal, Peter.
Real chance! What about that from Fernando Torres? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Spain with the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Dembele. Mbappe.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Shoots! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So, that was the second half.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." France did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way, and he's intervened well there. Pass somewhat off target. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Olise, who does have an assist to his name. Spain needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. He won't be happy with that one. So just 15 minutes still to come. Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short. Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He has found the way through. There's the shot! And how did he not put that away?
Oyarzabal has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Well, there's the clearance. France have the chance to go the other way.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now there... Oh, shooting chance! And he should have made them pay.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And that has been cut short. Rabiot. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. 90 minutes and then another 30. And, Jim, here we are.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So after 2 long, inconclusive hours, that's a brilliant read. That is how you answer the call.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then, probably gave him that important edge.
Mbappe is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. Oh, it's a really good save. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Bang! No doubt about that one.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Olise is second man up. Rifles it home. A swift riposte. We're on to number 3 here. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then, probably gave him that important edge.
Now it is the turn of the captain. Oh, no one's saving that.
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his mind.
Spain are looking to him to tie things up. No! Denied remarkably! Well, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
So on the cusp of where they want to be. I saved it! Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then, probably gave him that important edge.
What poise! What noise!
Yeah, looks so confident as well. The keeper's notes didn't help him then. He's telling himself he can get it done. He just has to pick the right spot.
Oh, he's won it all right! Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
France can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I'd be hard-pressed to find a player who's more versatile than this fella, Jordan Henderson. So much so, his best position is always in debate. I think he's better when he has the whole pitch in front of him, more time to pick his passes to greater effect, and then read the play if a turnover occurs.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now that's a fine challenge. Look at the space here. He's free. Gerrard! Steven Gerrard, the man for every moment.
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Laporte kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And a shot! Sensational from David Villa! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Spain are all square. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Laporte is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's in plenty of space here. Cleared without hesitation. And it's Xavi Alonso. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Laporte. And it's Pedri. Rodri. Passes short and sharp. Tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! Saka. Gerrard. Pedri touches it back. Aimed beyond the defence. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
Now it's Foden, and that's been slipped through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch, this. And it's 1-1 at half-time. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Spain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, it's come to nothing. Spain different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Fabian Ruiz. England needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, that is one way to stop him. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Villa. Looking to play him in. Can he finish? Goal, Spain! And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Spain have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Spain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right. That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Foden, brilliantly cut out.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more. He's having a shot! And he hits the net. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
England choosing to make the first change. Spain now in a position far more desirable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Real chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Foden going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Villa. Now it's Foden. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing nice and neat. Elliott. And it's Rice. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that has not gone well. And they can counter here. Now it's Foden. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, and the referee says that is it. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. Your final thoughts, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly